I grew up believing rich people were bad people. Not because anyone sat me down and said it, but because I watched. I watched my father pay bills at the kitchen table with his jaw clenched. I watched my mother hide a new pair of shoes in the trunk of her car, then carry them inside after everyone was asleep. I watched how the word money could turn a quiet Sunday dinner into a cold silence that lasted 3 days. Garrett grew up in Columbus, Ohio. His dad drove a forklift for 26 years. His mom worked part-time at a vet clinic. They were not poor, but there was always this low hum of anxiety, like a refrigerator running in the background of every conversation. Somewhere between age 7 and 12, Garrett's brain recorded a message he did not choose and would not notice for 20 years. Money causes pain. Stay small. Do not want too much. Tonight, I am going to show you the invisible story your brain has been telling you about money since childhood, and 5 quiet shifts that can rewrite it. This is the buried garden. Most financial advice starts with the spreadsheet. Budget this. Invest that. None of that is bad advice, but it skips the part that actually matters. Your money mindset. According to the American Psychological Association, more than 70% of Americans report money as their #1 source of stress, above work, health, and relationships. Yet most of us have never examined what we actually believe about money. Not what we know. What we believe. In our bones, in the way our chest tightens when we check our bank balance on a Tuesday afternoon. Here is what makes this different. This one shows up in research, and it has a name. Dr. Brad Klontz, a financial psychologist, identified what he calls money scripts, unconscious beliefs about money formed in childhood, published in the Journal of Financial Therapy. His research found 4 patterns. Most people have never heard of any of them. You were born with a small plot of soil, your mind's relationship with money. Before you could choose what to plant, someone else was already scattering seeds. Some grew into strong roots, caution, gratitude, but others grew into weeds, shame, fear, the belief that you will never have enough, and every day since, you have been watering all of them without knowing it. That is the buried garden, and tonight, we are going to walk through it together. Klontz's research identifies 4 money scripts. You probably carry more than one. Money avoidance, the belief that money is bad, or that you do not deserve it. People with this script often sabotage their own earning. They undercharge for their work. They feel guilty when they receive a bonus. Garrett carried this one without knowing it. Every time his company offered a raise, a small voice whispered, "People like us do not make that kind of money." Money worship. More money will solve everything. But data from the Federal Reserve's Survey of Consumer Finances shows that even households earning over $150,000 a year report significant financial stress. The number keeps moving. The peace never arrives. Money status. Tying your self-worth to your net worth. The comparison trap nobody admits to playing. Money vigilance. Saving aggressively but never relaxing enough to enjoy what you have built. If you recognized yourself, that is not a flaw. That is a starting point. Here is what Garrett did not understand until age 38, sitting at his kitchen table at 1 in the morning. He earned $78,000 a year. He had a 401k.
Of course you can, buddy. Everything is just
His
fine.
family was fed. But that tightness in his chest was a recording from age 9 Watching his father's jaw clench over a stack of bills, Garrett's money mindset was not broken. It was inherited. There is a deeper layer. These beliefs run your daily behavior. Every retirement contribution you meant to increase but did not. Every money conversation you avoided with your partner because silence felt safer. Dr. Klontz found that money scripts predict financial outcomes independent of demographics. Same salary, same education, completely different results. The difference is the story running underneath.
Garrett. We saved it.
Garrett saw this at home.
You've been so incredible
His wife,
keeping track of this.
Kira, grew up talking about money openly. So Kira looked at their budget and saw options. Garrett looked at the same numbers and saw danger. Same spreadsheet. Two different gardens. And then there was Patricia, 52 years old, recently divorced, 2 kids in college, 23 years of marriage where her husband managed everything. After the divorce, she realized she did not know the password to their investment account. She did not know how much they owed on the house, not because she was incapable, but because her money script, planted decades ago, said finances were someone else's responsibility. That asking too many questions meant you did not trust your partner. Patricia was 52, starting from what felt like zero, but it was not zero. It was a garden full of weeds she could finally see. Remember Garrett at his kitchen table? The breakthrough was not a better investment strategy. It was hearing himself say, "I am allowed to have more than enough." 7 words. The first thing he ever planted on purpose. 5 quiet shifts. Small, almost embarrassingly simple. But the biggest changes in financial psychology come from tiny seeds planted with intention. Shift 1. Excavate. Write down your first 3 memories involving money. Not facts. Feelings. What did your parents' faces look like when bills arrived? You are not analyzing. You are just turning over the soil. Shift 2. Name the weeds. Look at what you found. Some beliefs served you. Caution kept you out of reckless debt. Gratitude kept you grounded. But others? I do not deserve more. Money changes people for the worse. If I have more, someone else has less. Those are weeds. You do not have to rip them out violently. Just name them. Naming is the beginning of choosing. I want to pause here. Shift 3 is where most people skip ahead, and it matters most. Shift 3. Loosen the soil. Not affirmations like "I am a money magnet." Research suggests those can backfire. Instead, micro reframes. "I cannot afford this" becomes "I am choosing to spend differently right now." When guilt follows a purchase, ask, whose voice is that? Mine? Or a recording from 1994? Shift 4. Plant deliberately. Auto-increase your 401k by 1% each year. Fidelity Investments data shows that over a decade, this adds tens of thousands to your retirement. Or, try a 10-minute weekly money date with your partner. Garrett and Kira started on Sunday mornings.
Exactly what we were hoping for.
By month 2,
It's
it felt like watering something that had been dry for years. Shift 5. Wait for seasons. Your money habits did not form overnight. There will be a winter where you slide back. That is not failure. That is a season. Spring always comes. But only if you keep tending what you planted. Why does something this simple feel so hard? Because your body has been rehearsing the old story for decades. 18 months after her divorce, Patricia opened her own brokerage account with $400 because that was the amount that did not make her hands shake. She read one book about index funds. She set up a modest automatic contribution, and every Friday, she spent 10 minutes reviewing her small, growing portfolio. She told Garrett over the fence, "I spent 23 years believing understanding money was not for people like me. Turns out, it always was. I just never gave myself permission." The gap between where you are and where you could be is not about information. It is about permission. Permission to believe your relationship with money can be different from the one you inherited. Most people think changing your money mindset means forcing yourself to believe you will be rich. It is the opposite. It means allowing yourself to believe you are allowed to be okay. So here is what I would ask you to do. Tonight, open a notebook or the Notes app on your phone. Write down one sentence you heard about money growing up. Just one. Do not judge it. Do not fix it. Just look at it. That sentence has been running in the background of every financial decision you have ever made. Seeing it is the first step to choosing whether you want to keep it. If someone comes to mind, a friend carrying financial stress they cannot name, consider sending them this video. Sometimes, a quiet shift starts with one conversation you did not expect. Next week, the 5 money habits that quietly separate families who build wealth across generations.
You just have to give it time to grow.
It starts with the quietest habit of all. The garden is already there. It has always been there. You just get to decide, starting now, what grows next.